Okay, so I am going to do this top engine clean on my 1987 Toyota 4Runner 22RE. So there's directions right on the can, but essentially you're going to hook this thing into your throttle body. This shows doing it at the top, but this throttle plate opens towards the back and mine opens the opposite way. The bottom opens towards the back, so I'm going to put this thing on the bottom, and you want to measure it so it's about 1/4 inch from where the butterfly is. So you just stick this in there. You've already got it for the most part measured, and then once you have it where you want it, you're going to put your intake boot back on, and then you'll start the car. Okay, once your intake boot is on, you're going to have your little hose sticking out, and you're going to attach it to the end of your spray bottle, and then the directions say to run the engine at a consistent 2,000 RPMs and spray this entire can, which they say takes about 7 minutes. So we'll do that, and then I'll come back. Okay, I already did the Seafoam can through the intake and drove for 10 minutes with vigorous acceleration, and now I'm going to pour this right into my pistons. My engine is still pretty warm but not hot, and I don't know, I'm just gonna do maybe an ounce or two in each one. I'm gonna do all 4 of those and let it soak for 3 hours, and then we'll see what happens. So these are videos of my pistons, from my Boroscope. So this should be number 1, piston number 1. Let's see, get in there. Yep, that's number 1, pretty black. And then we'll go to number 2. This isn't the best video, but surprisingly my valve looked a lot better than I expected. This is before I did any cleaning, before Seafoam and before AC Delco. So unfortunately, I don't take a very good video of piston number 2. I think I was trying to focus on the valve there. But that's the gist of it. It's black, just like the other ones. This is piston number 3. This one was absolutely terrible. But I had good compression and good leak down in this one, so I was really surprised that it was so black. So that's a pretty good idea there. And then this will be number 4. This had good compression, but my leak down was bad. It had quite a bad oil leak and exhaust valve leak. And it is not cute. So that was before, and then I'll show the after Seafoam results next. So this is after just the can of Seafoam. This is piston number 1. There is some improvement. Those lines there got a little bit fainter. Number 2 is maybe marginal improvement. Number 3 might have gotten worse, honestly. My valve looks nice, very nice, looks a lot better. And this is number 4, which possibly a little bit better, but overall Seafoam was not the miracle that I was hoping for based on other people's videos that I've seen. And then at the very end, I'm going to show you my AC Delco results. So last but not least, this is after the AC Delco. This is piston number 1. You can see it still has the scratch marks in the metal, but it's like clean silver metal for the most part. It says number 3 on here, but this truly is cylinder number 2, which tells me that somebody has worked on this engine before, and I did not know that. So that was interesting to find out. This is piston number 3, which if you remember was completely black, and now it's mostly clean silver metal. And number 4, vast improvement. There was still a little bit of sludge in here. The way I got it out after I poured it in there, I let it dwell on the hot cylinders for 3 hours with the spark plugs back in the hole to keep it as warm as possible. And then when I was done, I just put a piece of small vacuum hose on the end of my mini shop vac and stuck it down in there sucked out as much liquid and sludge as I could. Then I blew it with compressed air, and all the rest of the sludge kind of flew out the spark plug holes. So that's how I cleaned them out when I was done. And those are my results with the AC Delco. I was amazed. I could not believe how nice they look. So I would definitely skip the Seafoam. When I do this on my other truck, I'm just going to go straight to the AC Delco. Last but not least, if you do the AC Delco directly into the cylinders, you must change your oil right after you're done. I mean, you can turn the engine on and run it at idle to warm it up, but you cannot drive the vehicle like this because that AC Delco liquid will drain down through your cylinders into your oil pan. At least some of it will, and it'll get in your oil and thin it out too much to make it like safe to drive. So just make sure you change your oil right away when you're done.